Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be another review. We're taking a look at Acid Rain's The Last Line of Defense, one of their first vehicle, and this is Speeder Mark 1 or the Raptor. Pretty cool. And this kind of gives me an impression, it feels like Metal Slug. You have a tank and it can transform. It's actually cool. Anyways, just looking at the box art, pretty cool. This one does come with a figure. I think it's a you're gonna get a Marine Corporal, and this is the Marine color, the more green. They do have the sand, which has the lighter brown. And yeah, those are the two options for now. And one thing I've noticed in this box, there's a typo, or the letters got jumbled. So armored vehicle switch between two forms, but the R and M got just interesting things to point out. Here's the box. Gotta give you an idea, this is a bigger box than your standard figure box here. Yep, on the back. Now this is one of those interesting features of the box, and some people will make fun of it. But there is an option to touch the figure while it's still inside. If you are checking this from a store, it kind of give you a feel of the texture and the weathering on the figure itself. And it has an interesting one, it has that gritty feel, which we'll go over again once we look at the figure in a bit. And I think that's about it for the box. Yeah, there's not much. Choking hazard, your usual stuff. This is one of those things that, yes, it could be for kids, especially in terms of G.I. Joe. But something like this, it's more for a collector or someone that can see. Oh, I would say, well, actually, they might be durable enough for kids, huh? Yeah, but not for the little kids. I think that's the clue there. Anyways, let's take a look inside. Alright, and I'm gonna have a little hard time of having him stand up. I do need those stands. Or maybe just put some blue tack. Anyways, we got the corporal here. I like the gas mask. Feels like if I just draw a bit of lines in front, it looks like a skull. You have a detachable head. This one doesn't have. Oh, interesting. It's a different mold from steel. It doesn't have that kind of like a notch there. Then you got this rubber helmet here. Although one of the flaps is a little bit more slanted. Yep. Again, great details. And you gotta break in those joints. They're stiff. Yep. Really nice. So this one has a different body armor. And kind of curious, how are they attached? Wonder if you can just remove it. It has that rubber texture to it. Oh, there we go. Ah, there's tabs here. Is it the same for the other one? Oh, no, it's only one side. Okay. Then you could probably just move this around. Oh, I see. Okay. Is there anything inside? Okay. Maybe I can do that same thing for my steel figure. If you just swap them around, or if you want to customize them. Alright, so anyways, it's gonna be the same articulation as steel. I'm not gonna go over it, but just looking at the paint apps. Alright, a closer look. It's quite nice. I really like the paint apps on this, guys. And again, I've been playing with them for a little bit of time now, and the paint has not. Yeah, I don't think the paint will get in your fingers. You can feel it. It has that gritty feel. It's textured, but it's there. It's quite a solid figure. Now here's actually just looking at this has a little bit more gloss on him compared to steel. But it's like you're not getting much from him. Supposed to you get a lot of this accessories on steel, but he's a pilot. He's piloting the Raptor. Alright, let's take a look at the Raptor. amazing. I really like that, the detail. And again, when you touch this, yeah, it's nice. Yep, it's nicely painted and weathered. Yeah, there's a bit of splotches there. Kind of feels like, you know, how NECA does it with their Pacific Rim figures. Yeah, with that paint. Sometimes it's applied in a good way. Sometimes it's just like splattered and it doesn't look good. And for this one, not too bad. I mean, kind of weird that they just, I don't know what. Yeah, it's like someone spray painted that. One thing I want to note: the wheels are rubber, and well, the first time again you gotta break them in, but they're made of rubber. It's great. And you also have this kind of like tarp here. It's made of cloth also, and it's just one of those quick ties. Or actually, yeah. I'm not gonna pull this out. It's probably just, you know, nothing more than just a cloth. Yeah. Yep, that looks great. Now, in terms of movement, I've shown you this. I don't think you can move the handlebars at all. You can move the turret side to side. And I think a bit of down, up. Be careful though because of this ammo clip. But it's there for the most part. I think they added like kind of like a rivets there to hold this in place. Then you have this movable thing also here. And I think I'll see a little bit of paint. Yeah, I think some of the paint came off. Well, I'm just gonna put the way it was before, and yeah. There you go. Yeah, I think the only time you'll chip a little bit of paint is when you're breaking them from from their stiff joint, or the first time you're breaking in the joints. Alright, so this has a gimmick. You can open this up, the hatch here. And you can have the corporal write this. Now to get the corporal on his pose, let's see if I remember this. Alright, so we're going to bend the knee, or move the legs up, bend the knees, and it's one of those stiff joints. Alright, so just a 90-degree bend. Maybe 2, and there we go. Maybe one more on the bottom. That's probably good enough. Then we can worry about the feet a bit later on. Then we get it positioned. The elbow. Same thing on the other side. There we go. We put the helmet a bit later on. Oh, I think that's something I forgot to mention on my still figure. It does have an articulation on from the neck to the bottom, aside from the top here. So that's great, especially when he's looking up. Now to put this on, we're just gonna side him in. Get those legs in place. Maybe widen them out a little bit. Get that clearance. And you just gotta push it in and get in that position. And he has to just reach the handlebars. You know, just slide your hands. Again, they're made of rubber, so there's a lot of tolerance in there. There we go. Can get it in there somehow. There we go. Well, a little bit more. I think I got it. Alright, now once you have him in place, then you gotta close this down. Now, sometimes you just gotta push it back a little bit more. It's kind of this roll cage. and you might have to bend it. Reposition his arms. There we go. So we can go down a little bit more. And there's a little tabs on this, so it will click in. Well, it's a little tight, and sometimes close enough is good enough. Yeah, I cannot. I have to really push him in, and there we go. Oh, close enough. I think I should have bent the hips a bit more. And let's put this back on. Remember I mentioned that the flap is a little bent. Well, he's in a position where he's kind of slanted here, and it's not in the middle. Come on. There we go. Alright. I think I got it. That's really cool. Yeah, this really reminds me of a Metal Slug. Now for the transformation. Now to get it in the walker mode, it's actually not too bad. Quite easy. But first we're gonna pop this out. Now in the instructions, we've shown that they actually have this whole thing off. I tried popping this joint here. It's one of those like, yeah, let's just leave it there. So once you get that off, let's see here. Here we go. So this is gonna be kind of like your feet on the back, and there's actually quite a bit of turning here. There we go. Turn it around, then you're gonna pop this out. Takes on a joint on the back there, and it seems like it's like sandwich. There we go. Do the same thing on the other side, and I noticed there's certain parts that are screws in them. It's kind of cool. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing. Just position it in place. And I'll pop it open. There we go. Get the details underneath there, like vents. Yeah, this is amazing. And again, another balancing thing to do. So I wonder if I can push it all the way out. Oh, maybe a little bit more here. There we go. And you just gotta shimmy it away. And I think that's it. Alright, and yeah, he's a bit taller now. Actually, I forgot to take measurements. Now on this height, you're looking at about 6 inches or somewhere in that height now. So, you know, got him taller. And yeah, that's cool. Again, this is a ball joint here, so you can move the legs in and out. You get the movement there. Yeah, overall great. I still have the turret here. It's a simple transformation, but I really like how it turns out. It's really cool. And I guess it kind of makes me wonder, what's the point of having having him transform? But this one does give him a bit of height, and sometimes having that height gives you an advantage. And you have this minigun here. Yep, or if you're just going in a certain terrain, or maybe this gives him ability to jump. Yeah, so this is quite a bit of possibility, and I like how it turns out. I mean, from this point, he doesn't really expose his body as much, although someone can give him a headshot, but yeah, really cool. I kind of wish they make a sand version of this also. I mean, just in terms of color variety. I do plan to get another one. It's nice to have two of them, to have your sentry. And yeah, although, just a heads up, acid rain figures are a bit expensive. This is about 3 times as much as the your regular figure. I think the regular figures run about close to 30 bucks. This one's about 90, and I think the stronghold is about 140. So they are quite expensive, but for me, I really like it. I mean, the details, and overall, it looks great. Alright, that's about it for the review for the Mark 1 speeder, or the Raptor. Amazing figure. I really like the transformation, and just quite nostalgic for me. Has that Metal Slug feel to it. Alright, that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.